Tropical Cyclone Esther has formed up in the Gulf of Carpentaria and northern Mornington Island. The warning zone is Port Roper to Gilbert River mouth, including Bureau, Mornington Island, adjacent inland areas between Cape Crawford, the Century Mine, including Doomadgee. The watcher zone, there's none, and the cancelled zone is Gilbert River mouth to Kuriyama. At 4 a.m, Category 1 Esther was late with sustained winds near the centre of 75 km per hour with wind gusts to 100 km an hour, located within 35 km to 16 degrees south, 139.1 degrees east, estimated to be 80 km north of Mornington Island, 300 km east of Bureau, currently tracking southwest at 10 km an hour. Esther is expected to continue moving southwest and cross the southern Gulf of Carpentaria coast between Bureau and Mornington Island later today, although some further intensification of the system is expected during this period. A Category 2 impact is now unlikely. Gales with gusts to 110 km an hour occurring intermittently on Mornington Island and on the mainland between the Northern Territory Queensland border and Burketown. Gales may also extend further to coastal and island communities between Port Roper and the Gilbert River mouth, including Bureau, Burketown, Doomadgee and Koowarumba later today, depending on the movement and intensity of the system. These gales may also extend further inland over the Northern Territory and far northwest Queensland late on Monday as the system moves inland. A storm tide between Port MacArthur and Koowarumba is expected. Tides are likely to rise significantly above the normal high tide with damaging waves, dangerous flooding between Port MacArthur and Koowarumba. Abnormally high tides expected to develop about the southwestern Gulf of Carpentaria over the next couple of days. Large waves may also produce minor flooding about the low-lying coastal areas. Heavy rain with the potential to cause flash flooding also expected in the area around the Gulf of Carpentaria over the next couple of days, moving west following the low over the coming days. Bureau of Meteorology has also issued a severe weather warning for damaging and locally destructive winds for people in parts of the Peninsula and Gulf Country forecast districts. Vigorous flow on the periphery of Tropical Cyclone Esther continues to affect the western Cape York Peninsula. A fresh to strong northwesterly monsoonal wind flow will continue to extend over western Cape York Peninsula during today on the eastern periphery of the cyclone. Thunderstorms may produce damaging wind gusts of around 100 km an hour within the warning area over the western Cape York Peninsula. Isolated brief tornadoes with locally destructive wind gusts in excess of 125 km an hour are also possible with these thunderstorms. Whilst the threat for widespread and prolonged heavy rainfall has eased, there may be brief bursts of heavy rain possible during these storms. And Mornington Island has a rainfall observation of 170 millimetres in less than 24 hours, and we'll be keeping an eye on the observations for that particular island. Typhoon Warning Centre is also on board, and here is their first chart. And in addition to Tropical Cyclone Esther, Giant Typhoon Warning Centre has issued a tropical cyclone formation alert for a tropical low in West 90S to the northwest of Broome, WA. We'll also be keeping a close eye on that one. And the centre is saying 532 nautical miles east-southeast of Darwin, tracking south, 7 knots over the last 6 hours. Animated enhanced infrared satellite imagery depicts a consolidating low-level circulation with extensive deep convective banding wrapping into a broad centre. Animated radar imagery from Mornington Island indicates a broad but defined low-level circulation centre which supports the initial position with fair confidence. An ASCAT B bullseye image shows 30 to 35 knot winds over the southern semicircle with a broad but well-defined centre. Service observations from Mornington Island indicate gale force gusts up to 38 knots with a noteworthy 24-hour SLP decrease of 9.5 millibars. Environmental conditions are favourable with radial outflow, low vertical wind shear, warm sea surface temperature values. The tropical cyclone is forecast to track south-southwest to west-southwest over the next 24 hours with rainfall expected within 18 hours. The cyclone should intensify rapidly as it approaches the coast with a peak intensity of 55 knots within 12 hours. The system is then expected to turn westward at the 24-hour mark as it tracks under the steering influence of a subtropical wind position to the south and will gradually weaken through the forecast period. The system is forecast to regenerate at 120 hours as it tracks back over water, and it will be monitored closely as it transits northern Australia.
Thank you for watching this production of Force 13. For more information on Force 13 Australia, you can check us on all of our outlets. Our website, force13.com, where we are overhauling the website and writing new articles for your reading pleasure. We're also on YouTube, keyword Force13AU. You're probably there already. Good chance of that. If you are, hit that like and subscribe button to keep getting updates like this one coming to your mailbox. We're also on Facebook, keyword Force13, where we post our updates and keep an eye out for our live coverage on there as well. And we're on Twitter, keyword Force13AU. And if you want to rock our colors, you can do so by way of our store, or you can contribute to the project directly by way of Patreon. More information can be found at patreon.com/Force13. And you can reach out to us on Skype at Force13, or directly to us at Aussie_weather01 at extension 6388 on Discord, or you can join our server with our new link at discord.gg/Force13.